welcome back to Call of the Wild. I'm being brought into a game reserve in the Savanna. There's reports that there's a couple of lions that are being spotted that don't look very healthy. So my job is to go in and have a look at them and try and identify what the problem is. There's a couple of tick-borne viruses that can be very lethal and lions can die from it. What happens is that they kill a animal that's infested with a disease from a tick, and when they eat the carcass, the tick will actually transfer across to the lion, which then becomes sick. Anyway, the sun's coming up, so we're going to try and head off to the nearest water hole, and we're probably going to be looking at this one down here. I'm going to get a waypoint and we'll see if we can head down there. I've got binoculars on me so I can have a look and make sure that everything's clear in front of me. I think there's some tracks here. They look fairly old. Looks like a gathering ground for these animals. Yeah, warthogs. They were going a bit of a trot. As you can see by the flattened grass, that might be a bit of a nesting spot for them. There as well. Not too sure how long it's been since they passed through there. These look fairly new. Anyway, it's heading towards the lake over on the side. A water hole that's frequented by a number of animals. So hopefully we're going to find some lions in the area, and we can do a visual check on them to see if they're actually healthy or not. Oh, we've got blue wildebeest. It's fairly old droppings, so let's see some more traces here. Looks like more wildebeest tracks. That looks like they're heading back that way. Probably coming back from the waterhole. So there's particular times during the day that you're going to find animals down at the waterhole. This time of the day I would be expecting lions to be out looking for food, and then probably around 12 o'clock, maybe 3 o'clock, somewhere in between those times, you'll find that the lions are starting to get thirsty and will head towards the nearest waterhole. So we'll have a look around. Okay, not much around. That could also mean that there's a predator in the area, so this could explain why the wildebeest was heading in the opposite direction. Warthogs are apparently heading straight for the water. These are fairly recent tracks. And once we get past through the bush area here, we'll have a look down here and see if we can find any signs of the warthogs. Something down there that I'll check out. Looks like tracks of some sort, probably the warthog. The paw prints are actually heading straight this way. Looks like droppings. Might tell me looks fairly recent. Oh, it's actually quite old. Okay. I'm just keeping an eye out. I'm just a bit concerned about the lack of animals. And as I said before, that might indicate there's a large predator around. And the last thing I need is to be stalked by a lion. What was that? Okay, we've got a springbok doing a mating call. It's over that way. We'll carry on down towards the waterhole. Gonna try and be as quiet as I can. Sometimes when you look up ahead, you'll actually see the animals moving around. I do like to stay in cover where possible. Now that would be an area where the animals would go through. A little path through there. We'll just have a look and see if we can find any tracks. But my ultimate aim is to try and find tracks of where lions are being, see if I can follow them. It would take me to a possible area where they would actually hide out. As they do hang out in prides. If I make too much noise, they will hear me and they'll run. I've got to be careful going through all of these sticks here. Now if you look at the bottom right, you can see every time I move there's a little bit of sound. I'll make sure it doesn't go too high. If I go too quickly, that line will actually get bigger and move to the right, and that's not what I want. Gotta be very careful. Now you saw it probably went red there. That was making too much noise. I'll do it again if you look at the bottom right. There you go. I don't want to do that because that'll scare the animals off. Okay. Yeah, they've all been born with very sensitive hearing. I'm going to head down that way. I'll be camping at various locations in the reserve. Okay, we've got a fair bit of open space. We've got a copy over there. Sometimes you'll find predators on top of the rocks there, sunbathing. Gonna have a quick look. Okay. You've got to pay a bit of respect to the lions in this area, because this is the time of the day that they'll be looking for food. So if they spot me, they could get over their fright of man and decide that I might make a good meal, and that's the last thing I want. Yeah, well, I'm actually out in the open, so this is a bit of a concern, but it's the only way I'm going to be able to get through here. Yeah, that really does concern me, not seeing anything around. It kind of seems to suggest that something big was in the area and the animals have taken fright, gone into hiding. Wait, there we are. Okay, a springbok. So where there's one, there should be some more. See if we can spot any others. It's very unusual that they would be on their own. There's one back there. Maybe it's just the two of them. Just having a look to see if there's a larger group of them around. Yeah, they're probably being down at the water. And having a bit of a feed. Yeah, looks like there's only two of them. Obviously belong to the same family. Okay. I won't disturb them, so I'll head back this way. On the other side of the bushes over there should be the water hole. And that's pretty much where I want to try and stay for a little while to see if I can actually spot a couple of lions coming through, and I can track them and find out. Okay, might have been, yeah, Springbok's aware that I'm here. Not too much in the way of wind, but obviously my senses giving me away. Let's just check where I am on my map. Yep, got a little way to go yet, so I'll probably be there. Probably take another 10 minutes. Now I could run, but the problem is when you run, you will be scaring away any animals that are in the area, and that's the last thing I want. We'll make our way through the gap here. This is an area where lions might be hiding. I'll jump out on any unlucky animal that comes through. I can hear something. Hear that? There's something really close. I'm going to go very... Okay, there's tracks here. Whatever's making that. There it is. One springbok. Gorgeous animal. I'm going to stay very still because I don't want to scare it off. Travelling easy, doesn't seem to be too concerned about my being here. So far all I've seen are males. And it's disappeared into the cover there. Still fairly relaxed with my being here, so that's good. That's the tracks. So when I look at the tracks, it should say it's fairly recent. Going at a trot. Okay, so let's head on to the waterhole. That's what I like about being in the African bush. You can come across these animals, and sometimes they don't take fright. You've just got to try not to be threatening. Okay, these are from Gemsbach, still very old. Okay, got to just make sure I don't have any lions in the area, so when I go through something like this I always look for any paw prints that might indicate lions are being here. So you'll see I'll be checking everything that's here. These look like springbok. Oh, gemsbok. Okay. Long grass is really bad because you never know what's hiding in the grass. This is a area where lions will be quite happy to hide out. So as soon as I find any tracks of lions, I'll be on high alert. So from all I'm getting are the springbok and the gemsbok. They're all heading towards the water hole. There's a dry riverbed. Looks like it's being dry for some time. There's a lake over the side. Over here, there's going to be a camp that we're going to spend the night. That's nice and close to the lake. Let's go down here and check this out first. These are, they look like fairly old droppings. Yep. Not too sure where that was. That sounded like a James buck. Just saying, you can smell someone in the area. I'm going to go over to this bush here. That's where I'm going to be camping, that tent up there. There's something pretty close by. It's probably moved away. Where is it? Can't quite identify where that's coming from. Could be back that way. Okay, the clouds are gathering. I'm hoping that it's not going to stop raining. Yeah, it's a bit unusual because there's normally a lot more animals around. It's like they have been scared off by. Oh, this is interesting. You got the tracks going in all directions. This might be a sleeping area. Yeah, it's a drinking zone. So James buck come down here between 4 and 8 in the morning. It's a springbok mating call. You can tell by the kind of a fainter. Oh, there we are. I'll stay very still. No, it saw me. So sometimes you can be very still, but as soon as they pick up your scent, they're off. Yeah, it's gone. Wait, is that it there? Oh. Don't move. It was very unusual. It came back. Maybe it was trying to work out who I was. Let's see if it actually comes back. Another area where been pretty trampled. Another drinking zone. I'll mark it on my map. And we've got another one. Whoa. It's a James buck. What have we got here? Scrub hair. Okay, it's interesting. warthogs. They're pretty close. Let's see if I can spot them in there. Yeah, they'd probably be on the other side of that grass. Yeah, but there as well. Okay. Well, the clouds seem to be coming over. I might head up to the sleeping spot. I think I've checked all of these ones out. Yeah, that's the scrub here. Can hear something. It might be a scrub here itself. And sometimes you have to look pretty carefully to actually try to find them. Okay. Our camp is fairly close to the James box, so we've got some tracks here as well, which come pretty close to the tent. James box at a trot. I'll have quite a good view from up here, so I should be able to get a good vantage point. You can see the tracks of the James Bach coming pretty close to the tent, so actually come pretty close. Yeah, it's a great view. So what I can do is to wait around till after lunch and see if I can work out when the lions turn up. You'll hear them as soon as they come into the area. Let's just check the tent. Just want to make sure there's no holes in it. Just check this track here. Looks like more James Bach. Going at a bit of a trot. The weather's not too great. I am concerned that it might start raining. Okay, so this is our sleeping area. You can access our cache and buy any weapons. I do actually have weapons on me because if I get charged by a lion, I'd need to be able to defend myself. And if I need to pick up a stronger rifle, this is a place I'm going to find it. Here's my sleeping bag, and I've got a torch, lantern. Okay, so I'm going to finish the episode here. We're just after 30 minutes. I'm going to stay here for a while, see if we can actually determine if there's any lions coming down here today. If so, we'll look at them to see if we can actually find out whether they're actually sick, and we'll track them and try and find where the pride sleeps, and we'll try and camp out that in that area. Of course, that means that the danger level will be higher because I'll be in their territory and they will know that I'm there. So I'll have to be on guard when I camp in lion territory, and we'll see if we can do that in the next episode. Now, if you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. See you then. Bye.